Hi. I know it's been a long time since I just sat down in front of the camera and talked to you, but here we are again. Hello. Thank you to those of you who watched most or all of this project over the past year. It's 52 songs in 52 weeks. It's a lot of stuff. And actually, if you want to go back and review it, of course, all the videos are there on YouTube, and I actually made some compilations of all of the songs. So if you got about 3 hours to kill, why not have a listen to everything from beginning to end? Just kidding, you don't have to do that. But it's there if you want to do it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'd especially like to thank my mom, Melanie, who is the person that gave me the money to buy my very first guitar when I was 18. And she also handed down to me her old banjo, which you've probably seen in the background when I'm inside the house, and also heard on some of the tracks. And she also gifted me the piano that you've seen me playing. That old Spinet piano was actually in my grandparents' house for a long time, and then it sat in our house, and now it's my thing to carry forward through in life. I always grew up with the assumption that your parents just supported you in any silly thing that you decided to try your hand at, and I've since learned that that's not universally true, and my mom gave me that throughout my life, so thank you, Mom. I love you. I'd also like to thank somebody that most of you probably don't know, but is very important to me. His name is Harry Kingery. Now, Harry's from my hometown in Pittsfield, Illinois, and Harry is the guy that sold me this first guitar of mine, which I still have. This is a Washburn Dreadnought. Got it 27 years ago, and you will have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands. Actually, it'll probably be buried with me. Harry was an amazing guy. He served in Korea, and when he got back, he was kind of looking for something to do with his extra time besides his work, and his wife gave him this little luthier kit. Thought maybe he might try out building an instrument, just something to pass the time since he liked music. And that became Harry's passion for the rest of his life. He turned the front of his house, this old enclosed porch, into his little workshop where he built instruments and he repaired them for people. He traded, bought, and sold. Anytime I needed strings or picks or anything like that, Harry was there. When my mom gave me that banjo, I took it to Harry and he set it up for me. Harry just loved music, and he loved to get kids to play music. When I got that guitar from him, it was the strangest negotiation I've ever entered into, because he showed me a couple, we decided this one fit me really well, and I liked it, and then we started talking about price, and Harry just started on talking about what the right price for it was, and I didn't say a word, but over time, the price just kept going down and down and down as he negotiated with himself, until I ended up getting it for probably about $100 less than it should have gone. And just as I was about to walk out the door with it, Harry said, "Well, you probably need a case too." And he just gave me this beautiful hard case for it that I still have as well. Harry was incredible. Not only did he build instruments and fix them and trade them, but he became a musician himself and was pretty big in the bluegrass scene around central Illinois. His son learned to play, his grandsons learned to play. He just loved music. And the thing that I've learned from Harry is that you can have a passion for something and really want to do something and love it and be creative and express yourself and not worry about making money on it. He didn't turn a profit with his luthier shop, He didn't make a bunch of money playing at bluegrass festivals. He just loved doing it. And he loved making sure that other people could also fall in love with it as well. He just wanted people to play. He just wanted to see some joy in this world and not have to worry about making it your side hustle, I think this world could stand to have more Harry Kingerys in it. Anyway, I bring this up not just because Harry had such an important impact on my life, but that he also had an important impact on a lot of other kids' lives. And unfortunately, Harry passed away this past November, and I really wish his family well. He was a wonderful man. He touched so many people. And on top of that, it really taught me that you can have a passion for something and really love it and strive to get better and better at it and still be a kind person, which is a lesson that not enough artists have learned. I really wish that I could take every artist I've ever worked with and introduce them to Harry and say, here, this is a good place to start learning, you know? So thank you, Harry. All right, so it's been 1 year. It's been 52 songs in 52 weeks. It was a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of work, a lot of fun, a lot of tears, everything. So what did I learn? Well, ever since I bought that guitar and learned to play 3 chords, I've been trying to write songs, but it's always been a laborious process for me, you know. Hit a wall with something, set it down, not come back to it forever. I would tinker over lyrics for weeks or months or years. I'd have so many half-finished projects in the past, and by putting these time constraints on myself and forcing myself to finish something, I actually got a lot better at it than just, you know, tinkering with it over time. Got to the point where I could think of lyrics and a tune just in my head, and by the end of the week, have a song based around that tune, which is something I never was able to do before. I also found the right key for my voice to be in. It turns out for years I was trying to sing and write in a key that was just way too high for me, and I found something that was much more comfortable for my voice, which made the whole thing a lot easier. I also just found a lot more confidence in being able to play and mess around and write stuff. I really feel like I'm a much better writer now than I ever was, both as a musician, but also just in writing in general. I really recommend doing something like this. You know, if you're really interested in learning how to do your art form, like finding some way to trap yourself into having this kind of time constraint, because that panic really makes you eject that editor that's always shutting your mind down and telling you, oh, no, that's not good enough. You better start over again, you know? You just have to, like, keep going and get at it. And I realize that I'm not the best musician or the best singer, and probably, you know, not a great songwriter either, but I'm going to keep doing it because I enjoy doing it. Thank you, Harry. And I've got a lot of material now. I've got 52 songs worth of stuff to work from, and I need to finish that Cryptids album I keep talking about. That's going to be next on the docket. I'm going to finish another half-finished album that I have that's been languishing for several years, and I've got the concepts for a third album after that, and then enough material for like 2 more albums after that. So that's going to be the next project for this year. I'm going to apply that same work ethic towards finishing this stuff. I'll still be putting out videos here whenever I'm, you know, finishing up something new. Just probably not on the weekly time schedule that I had before. So, how did y'all react to it? Most viewed song by far on Instagram was the song "In the West the Clouds Are Burning."
She flicked a cigarette out the window and watched the sparks fly in the mirror. In the west the clouds are burning, burning. In the flashing lights she saw it clear.
Most viewed song on YouTube was the Sirish.
And maybe your face would have been worshipped by the ancient Babylonians, and maybe you're only standing a dozen feet behind me, looking up at the wall.
That has an asterisk on it, though, because I discovered soon after putting it out there that there is actually an Italian black metal band called Sirish, and I have the feeling that a lot of people who initially tuned in to watch my song, The Sirish, thought that they were getting brand new material from their favorite band and checked out after about 10 seconds. So the most watched song on YouTube that actually got people to listen to the song was The Last Harvest Queen of the Fall Festival, which is actually one of my favorite songs that I've written this year.
An oversized trip, but don't cash it quite yet. We will get the funds together somehow. And some bitch at school has started a rumor about how you got your crown. Now you're the last harvest queen of the fall festival. You are the last harvest queen of the fall festival.
The song that I had the most fun working on was If You Thought I Would Wait Forever, You Were Probably Right.
Every look you give to me can cause a small catastrophe. That's why you see me staring at the floor.
I had so much fun just figuring out what I could do with only being able to play 2 notes at a time on it and still orchestrate an entire song out of it. I really got to recommend this whole like putting artificial limitations on yourself in your work. It really makes your mind start working in ways you didn't think it could. And then the song that I got most emotionally attached to was Cross Country.
And in a hotel room, when your parents went home, you took off your medals and then your shirt. You didn't want to be alone. And in the quiet of a bedside light, we held our bodies close and tight, with hearts and lungs in overdrive. We fumbled blindly for our lives till you said no one has to know.
I just got really attached to that sort of actually telling a story with a song. And I think those have been my most successful songs this year, are the ones where there's really like a story and people in it, and it's not just singing vaguely about some abstract concept. I'm going to try to do some more of that in the future. So anyway, that's a brief overview of everything that went down this year. However, I've still got a little bonus for you in that the very first song that I ever did in this project, Unwilling Augurs, I have been working on creating a completed version of it, so I'm gonna show you that next. But first, I'm gonna take a break and warm up because the propane heater in our little studio here went out earlier, and it is about 46 degrees in here. So give me a moment. I'll be right back.
Here come the old augury birds to spill out their guts for a glimpse of the world. And here comes that wicked old hand to draw back the curtain on a fistful of sand. But will I would care to offer up all my insides for insight, and I couldn't dare to open up all the wounds that you hide. Here come the same ravens again to memorize your faces and mark down your sins. Hear them fly on a withering wind. They can croak out your doom, 'cause they know where you've been. But will I would care to offer up all my insides for insight, and I couldn't dare to open up all the wounds that you hide for a peek at the future tonight. Keep an eye on the sky with the passing by. Going mad, keeping track of the path that they furrow into the sky. Pray to whatever God that you want, that you never will have to fly, 'cause he shoots down whatever's high. I wouldn't care to offer up all my insides for insight, and I couldn't dare to open up all the wounds that you hide. And well, I wouldn't care to offer up all my insides for insights, and I couldn't dare to open up all the wounds that you hide for a peek at the future tonight. Here comes a dirty old crow with something shiny in his beak that we never will know.
Okay. Thanks. We'll see you next time.